What's going on? I'm Ricky Lee.
What's up, Torch Life gang?
Welcome to Table Study. Don't mind the mess. Things are happening.
Things are moving.
We're going to be having a new table here pretty soon.
New one.
But
Back in there.
this channel was brought to you out of a Bible study that we had together. And, over a year and a half, we said, you know what? Let's bring some of this stuff to a podcast. Let's talk about it. We talk about everything. And so today's one of those days. It's going to be interesting. If it's your first time here, welcome. Please comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we appreciate you and, your time. You're with us. So, yeah. How you been, fam?
Good.
Good week?
Good week. It's been hectic, but busy. It's been crazy.
Like always, right, fam?
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. Yeah.
Same old.
Same.
It's not same old, but it's just busy. It's just more busier now.
I feel that.
I always wonder, people that preach on the road, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
How they really have time to do anything.
Yeah.
Because they're always
gone or
reading or I don't know. Just a lot. You know what I mean? How do they find their schedule for a regular everyday life?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I would say you got to be intentional about it. Okay, for those of you who don't know, we own a few barbershops. They're 7 days a week. We just opened up a barber school. That's been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I still got a wife and 3 kids at home. And, I have to make the time.
Yeah.
I have to make it or else we start. Yeah.
Yeah. Or you start just going.
Yeah. And then
you lose track of time.
You lose track of things. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to be here. And today's subject is something that's heavy in our heart. We both have a background in it. And I want to talk about it. I do. That recently there was we're gonna talk about the music industry as far as Christianity goes.
Christian music.
Some people call it CHH.
Oh, right.
Is that a thing?
I forgot it was that.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
It's been so long.
Yeah, Christian hip hop.
Christian hip hop.
That's what they call it.
I think it's all politics, but whatever.
But I do too. I don't know how I feel about the whole. I'm a Christian rapper or separate. I'm a Christian who raps.
Oh, I'm a rapper that's a Christian.
I'm a rapper that's a Christian.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's like, am I a Christian barber or am I
a barber that's
entrepreneur? Or am I a Christian who's an entrepreneur?
What does Christianity have to do with it?
Yeah.
That's always been my thing.
Yeah.
My thing is, I said it from the beginning. Well, at least whenever I did it, my thing from the beginning was, I don't want to be stuck to the church because the church knows God.
Okay, yeah.
So what's the point of me doing a show at a church if they already know God?
I think there's 2 types too, though. I think there's the evangelistic type who says, hey, I want to use this to
cater to the youth of the church. Yeah, I'd never like that.
Yeah.
I get that. I always get that.
Well, because it's a easy, if we're going to be honest.
It's easy.
We're going to go from church to church. I'm going to charge a little bit of an honorarium, make my money.
I'm going to be different.
House pay for my career type of a thing. Yeah, and then you have the other artists or whatever who's just legit artists and they're putting music out there and hoping that it spreads the gospel.
Yeah, I don't like it now. I don't like where it's at now.
Yeah.
I don't like where the state of maybe because we've been in it. I don't know. I feel like it's different now that I've studied and everything that I know now.
Yeah.
There's no way that I would know how to translate everything that I know into music now.
Yeah.
That would be convicting because I would always be influenced by what I see and what I'm around.
So this is what I wanted to talk about. You're about to dive in there because you're okay. Oh man, okay. There's a guy, okay. He's pretty popular. He's popping.
Yeah.
On TikTok, really.
He lives in Texas. We'll just say that.
Pretty big following.
Yeah.
And man, his wife blasted him.
Yeah. Heavy.
He was sleeping around. He was messing around.
Heavy.
Had another female. Had another. But this guy's full blown married. But okay. What was hard about this guy too was he was also one of those guys who's very almost legalistic.
Right.
Almost like, yo, brother, if you ain't, reading your Bible for 8 hours straight, you going to hell. And he was really strong like that. Mm-hmm. And then, you're straight, baby. And then to have him come out and okay, was I surprised? Oh my gosh, no.
Nah.
No.
In that industry, nothing surprises me.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, okay. Let's dive into a couple of things of
there needs to be an age limit. Hey, when I started growing these, I was like, I can't be out here in the streets no more, though.
That's funny, bro.
I can't do it, no.
I
Like,
can see that.
I can't be you. I just okay, and okay. Jay-Z's different. 2 Chainz is different. Ludacris is different.
Yeah, we're talking about the world too.
Yeah, they're different
Like-
because they're still in that world. They're still influencing that world.
Yeah.
I think once we get to a certain limit, you go be a pastor of a church, bro. Go.
I can see that.
Go
Like if you have the
eat.
gift of speaking and
Right.
communicating
Right.
the gospel in a certain way.
Start streaming.
There you go.
With that platform, start streaming and get mentor younger guys that are gonna come up in this business. But that Miles Minnick and them, I don't think they have no guidance. They don't have. I never forget it, fam. I never forget it. When I started, I looked for a covering.
Mm.
I looked for a covering. I said I need to find a covering because I need to be accountable to somebody that has higher wisdom than me.
Yeah.
And I never found it. I never got it
Ah.
until we met.
Okay.
And that's why I started going to the shop because I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
what would you doing this or what? I got this coming up or I got that.
Yeah.
And I always looked for a church. And it's interesting because we will always, at least in that business, we're looking for, well, at least I was looking for a church, right? Somebody that I had, that everybody knew.
Yeah.
And that's my pastor. I'm under him and he's helping me with, this.
Yeah.
And then we meet and it was totally opposite.
Yeah.
It was totally opposite.
Like
and
it was like the church, but like
not the
Old
church.
Testament church,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Like
it's just different. So
yeah.
I think
New Testament church.
yeah, I think in the era now, like where it's at, I don't like it. It sounds too much, and I get it, right?
So
We've been there.
So let's bring it back. As we, I do want to talk about that though. Okay, Brother Falls.
Right,
Okay, it's all over. It's public.
right.
He has hundreds of thousands of followers,
Mm-hmm.
and I think my problem one was here's the issue. I seen him rapping again.
Yeah,
Recently,
yeah.
he fell. I don't think he's been a year
No,
when he fell. Maybe 8 or 9 months.
yeah, almost a year.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Even if it was a year. My issue was this. Nothing was ever addressed.
No,
It was almost like they swept it under the thing. Hey, they knew that I fell, big deal, but I'm back at it, and he's just rapping like normal again.
I think it's difference between this case and Tony Evans
Mm.
because
Did Tony fall?
we don't know.
Oh, okay.
But remember, he sat himself down.
Dang, we start some gossip right now.
Yeah, boy.
Tony out there wilding. No, I did.
okay, I was like,
no,
wait
no,
a
but
minute.
Okay. No, I knew he sat himself down, but I'm saying, did you know?
Okay, that's the same thing, right?
And we're so nosy, huh?
Yeah, we're like,
I'm
what
not trying
other-
to gossip.
Yeah. But like, when it comes to I see it different as somebody that has been in like a spiritual giant
Yeah.
saying he's sitting himself down to his elders on the board.
Yeah.
I missed it. I'm sitting myself down. But you ain't gonna tell me what it is? I'm nosy.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, why? Like, what do you do? Like,
Yeah.
But okay, that saying I need to sit myself down. There's some things that I've stumbled upon.
Yeah.
I need to sit down. And the elders are like, if this is what you want to do, cool. And I'm sure they know what it was. To this thing, you didn't sit yourself down. They told you to sit down.
Nah, bro, you got exposed.
You got there's a lot
matter
of
of
that.
fact, matter of fact, your wife sat you down.
Right.
Bro, she was wild.
She kind of ghetto. I'm gonna say it.
She
She kind of ghetto because
You know-
how she did it. I'm like,
I know.
okay, but then I do agree.
But she
because
was hurt. I mean,
she was hurt. But who else do you tell? This I'm putting it on Front Street. If the people around him are no different, then who do you tell?
Exactly.
Who's gonna listen?
So that tells you he had no accountability structure around him.
Nope.
He's the big man with a bunch of yes men around him. And I mean, wifey did what she did. Was it wrong? I don't. I say no because okay, it came out.
Right.
What happened happened. Like, what are you gonna do?
A behavior modification, though, right? We talk about this all the time. It's because you were caught. Let's see if it really changes.
That's my issue.
What happened to living a silent life and a quiet life and just working with your hands? And
That's
we talk about
loneliness.
this all the time.
All the time.
But so in this case, right now it turns into why are you doing it still? What's the point of doing it?
That's what I was gonna get to. Okay, so do you think he should be back?
It depends on the motive.
Ask me.
I
Go ahead, ask me. No, go sit your butt down,
I agree. I don't think he should.
bro. What are you doing?
I think
Fam, it was the platform that got him in trouble, but you're going to run back to the platform?
Okay.
You didn't even restore your marriage.
Okay. I agree. Because
Now, it's okay to disagree.
no,
I'm just saying.
I agree because when I got caught doing stupid stuff,
Okay.
I was in that element.
Okay.
And it wasn't bad. It wasn't nothing crazy. It wasn't like him. No.
Yeah.
It wasn't in that element.
Yeah.
But
well, that's irrelevant. I mean,
pulled myself out of the
stuff
situation.
happens, whatever. Wife, you and wifey doesn't like it.
Yeah,
whatever.
and I pulled myself out of it though. Like,
yeah.
Because
okay.
And what makes me wonder, are you chasing the Lord or are you chasing
there
fame?
We go.
And if you're
are you chasing position? Okay.
I think that's what
now I'll tell you from experience.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What happened with me.
Yeah.
And the seriousness of it.
Right.
Not only was I so convicted.
Yeah.
About what happened with my wife and
right.
and in my marriage, I was convicted that I hurt God.
Interesting. I wasn't.
Fam, for real.
But I didn't see it that way.
For real. No, I was like, yo, I
think if I saw it that way, it would torn
God,
me up.
I hurt you.
Right.
And I'm almost on my way to hell.
Right.
Bro, it was.
Yeah.
It put the fear of God in me.
Yeah. I never really knew how deep that covenant was.
Yes.
Until later on.
And so everybody's journey is different.
Yeah.
Some people look at marriage the way they look at signing up for Little League. They're like, oh, it's something cool to do. No.
That's what I talked to the guy about today because he was like, well, I was married. I left her and she remarried. Is that wrong? Because he believed that he got married in the courts and not the church. It didn't count to God. And I said, I understand why you would think that because you don't really know too much. Like I see where you're coming from.
But when you say I do,
like,
you make that covenant before God.
I said, regardless of the matter, I said, the Bible's clear. I was like, whether she cheated or whether you cheated and that's a right. I said, you do have a right to divorce. I said, but you don't have a right to remarry.
Yeah.
I said, according to the Bible.
Now, biblically speaking,
you have a right to divorce, but you do not have a right to remarry unless they die. I was like, and she's not dead. So I was like, and I didn't know this. I learned this just.
Do you know how common it is, especially in the Christian community, to just get divorced and say, well, I'll just go remarry again and no big deal?
Okay, you know, and I think they use that verse, unless another is unfaithful to the other, then you could get divorced.
Yes.
And they use that on the grounds to go get with someone else.
Yes.
And that's not Bible.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The only other time there's a reference to it's abuse. Like some type of abuse. And I had to find it for you.
Yeah.
But
abuse. Yes.
But that's the only.
Paul speaks on that.
Yeah, and because even when it comes to like a believer and a non-believer.
Yeah, not even a divorce.
No,
because to sanctify the kids.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's in chapter 7, I think.
It might be.
That's in chapter 7.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to wait on that one because
that one's gonna
be
a
good one.
So that'll be Sunday.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
We're gonna do it.
That's gonna be a good one.
We'll be cool.
Yeah.
And then I have a cool little Easter thing.
But I don't. When I look at the state of it now, like I think of the state of hip hop now, right? There's a lot that is going on in the industry that we know that we've learned. There's a lot that I learned from when I was doing it, and I truly believe I had pure intentions, but I also gave God a fleece. I said because I knew I didn't want to do this forever. Yeah, learning the business is I can't do this forever. Yeah, I don't want to. Fam, you look at Smokey Robinson. That man's still touring. He's almost 80. You know what I mean? I can't. He has to make his money. You know what I mean? Like I can't do it, bro.
I know an OG. Sorry, I know an OG. His name's Pastor Charles. He's part of Victory Arch. Yeah, love this guy. Yeah, black dude. He was one of my mentors. Actually, taught me how to play bass. Gave me one of my first basses. Dope. Pulled me in as a young man when I needed a man in my life. Yeah. So I always love him for that. But I never forget this man. He told me this story because we would talk music all the time. Mm-hmm. He's the one who put me on like Earth, Wind, and Fire with Verdine White and he went crazy. Just a bunch of jazz music, stuff like that. Anyway, he's like, man, he goes, I never forget. He's like, Smokey was like this light-skinned, blue-eyed, and the girls would go crazy over Smokey. They would be throwing their drawers at him and going crazy over Smokey, bro.
They still go crazy over him.
So I'm saying you could when. Yeah, and it comes to the world, right? Yeah. You're just trying. You're still 80 years old.
But it's a pride thing.
Right? How much of that has crept into the industry?
Oh, all of it. All
of
of it.
music for Christian for
All of it. And I
Christian
think
music.
there's okay. You know what? I think there's no out for them. They haven't given God an out. God, when this season of my life is over, let me know so I can go and do whatever else is next.
Very true.
And I think that's what happened with I never forget it, fam. I would go do shows and I would be like, this is awesome. This is fun. I just have fun. I like having parties, right?
Yeah.
But I got to a point where like, God, if my music gets me to wherever I need to be for you, let my music get me there. I don't care what it is. When I'm done, you'll let me know because I won't have a desire to do it. I used to do a song a day. I was toned on that thing. I was
Yeah.
like, let's go. I would do 2 songs a day if I
Grinding,
could. You know what I mean?
grinding it out.
And whenever I got to a point where I was like, whenever I'm where I need to be, God, take the desire away. And he started to take the desire away when we started talking.
Interesting.
Weird. I look back at it now, fam, and I still had a desire. I was still doing it.
Yeah.
But I started to slowly start to shift my creative ideas.
Is this
into
around the
other
time
things.
we even opened up like the studio for you at the shop and all that too?
Yeah,
Like,
because then I started getting into more producing.
I remember that.
I started getting into more vocal engineering.
Yeah.
I was still doing my thing.
Because that's all I've ever done in the industry wise. Like
Yeah.
a couple albums here and there, nothing big, but
Yeah.
one placement with who were those guys? The early Christian hip hop Ambassador in them.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Who was that group?
I don't remember the group.
You know
But
what
I
I'm
know
talking
exactly what you're
They
talking
were
about.
big. They were
They're
big.
huge.
They were the big. I've had a couple placements with them and stuff like that, but that was the extent of my career. And then I tried to do a studio locally and
Yeah.
whatever. But I know what you're talking about as far as that. Like
yeah, like it gets
like you know what it is. This is what I feel like. It's like a maturity.
you grow up. Mm-hmm.
You're starting like those desires are like it was cool. I mean I remember
I think what turned me off was a business because I'm like, how can we represent what we represent in this business and stay untouched, unfazed, in order to get, I'll say it, in order to be successful in the business, you need to get dirty in the business.
okay.
And from what my view was, I'm like, how do you get there without that?
Mm.
And as you start to grow in that business, you start to realize there's no way, bro. It's pay to play, or what do I have to offer?
Yeah.
It's who you know.
Yeah.
And I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
I don't care what you got people that are really good that never pop.
It's definitely who you know though.
And it's because it's who you know.
Because if you look at the biggest ones right now, it's Lecrae and them, right?
Yeah.
And
And they gatekeep. I don't care what anybody says.
No, for
they
sure.
gatekeep. I gatekeep. I don't care.
No, for sure.
They all gatekeep.
There's definitely a certain amount of people that they work with, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, okay. I'll be honest. If it works for them, cool.
Right.
Okay, like you run the shop now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's some things you're just not settling for.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like you're firing people on certain things just because.
For sure. Yeah.
And so I could business wise, I could see where they come
Right.
from.
Exactly.
I-
Because you can't let everybody in.
Is it right
But
or is it wrong?
if it's already tainted, why not?
Yeah.
You don't want me to see your dirty laundry?
Yeah.
Because then I'll mess up the flow.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is. And I think in this case with Homeboy, I don't think it's so much a bad thing. I think it's it's premature.
So should he be rapping right now?
My question would be the motive.
Ask me. Go ahead.
You think he should be ready?
No. Go sit your butt down.
Okay. Age wise, nah, just give it up, Doc. You're too old now.
Age or nothing. Okay. You would. And I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, well, like God forgave David and this and that." But wait, this is different. We're not talking about.
I hate when people say that.
You're not talking about something that God anointed you. Like, okay,
David stopped warring at a certain age.
he did
He still went to war, but he did not fight like he did.
100%.
So everything has a season.
But David also repented, and he publicly repented, and he cried out to God for mercy.
God chastised him. God got him.
Yes,
Killed his firstborn.
yes, bro. There were some consequences.
Yeah, he didn't get away scot.
And his kids started wilding after that. So here's what I'm saying. You're back right where you were without the public apology, without the humility.
Yeah.
Then you're just gonna fall again.
Yeah. I just don't. At the age that he's at now, I'm like, yeah, let's kind of just give that up now. Let's kind of.
How do you? Okay, think about it like this. what you did, okay? You're supposed to be taking care of your family.
Yeah.
That's your first priority.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a provider, protector,
Mm-hmm.
leader, laying down your life the way Christ laid down his life.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't do any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you had moral failure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And instead of you repenting and getting right back to the marriage and that restoration,
Yeah.
you got back to the music.
Yeah.
That's my issue.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. You need to, if true repentance to me, just and from experience, true repentance looks like you begging God
Right.
for his mercy and his grace
Mm-hmm.
and for your marriage back and fighting for it
Yeah.
and getting in counseling.
Or you take, and this may be the wild side,
Mm-hmm.
you take what you did and you take the circumstance and you wrap it in the creative form of music and publicly speak about what happened.
I
And
can see
publicly
that.
speak about
See,
what
but
you
that's
did.
still a form of exposing light and repenting about it.
I agree. I did that. I just never released it.
Yeah, you just
yeah.
you just
Yeah. But
look what
it yeah, it's letting everybody know, look, this is what happened. Yeah, I was wrong for it. Yes, this is what happened, and you break down what happened. You show two sides of the coin and let the public make their decision.
I'll tell
Whether
you-
they do or not,
I'll tell you-
I've repented of this.
I'll tell you right now, one thing I've learned, cool. Like say a guy can say whatever he wants, right?
Yeah.
Let me talk to your wife.
Yeah.
Wifey will tell you,
Yeah.
hey, let's sit down the couple and let's ask the wife. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, wife,
Yeah.
how's the husband been and how's the marriage been? How's it?
Yeah.
And you're in a safe place. Answer honestly.
Yeah.
And if the wife just feels like I don't know, and it's still I know,
Yeah.
nah, you're not because a woman knows
Because you're still doing what you're doing. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. Anyway. And a
100%.
woman will say, "Well, he's gonna do what he's gonna do,"
There you go.
and that's where you know.
Red
sit
flags.
down.
Red flags. Versus, you know what? I thank God for the work He's done in him and in us.
Yeah.
And we're falling in love with Jesus again.
Yeah.
And we're having Bible study together.
Yeah.
And we're praying together in the mornings.
Mhm.
And we're leading our children. And we're getting involved and accountable with our leaders
Yeah.
and our pastors and our local church.
Yeah.
That's what it would look like.
Yeah. I wonder who his covering is.
And that's a good question. I'm not
Because-
trying to say that he doesn't.
Yeah.
But bro, you went from wifey blasting you like crazy to, to what happened
To silence. complete silence.
There's nothing. We
To
don't.
now
You're making music again.
snippets here and there, and then now
Of
you're
making
back.
music again.
Yeah.
It's you in a room with a bunch of other homeboys, and you just, like as if things are normal.
Unless you need money, but we know money ain't in the game.
There's no money
Ain't
in
no
the
money
game.
We
No.
know there ain't no money in the game. So what's the
So
point of
so
doing
I
it?
guess okay. Let me say this in case he hears this. This is out of love. I'm not saying this to knock, but I am saying this like you're setting an example for a lot of youngsters out there that are trying to do music especially in the Christian realm. And all I'm saying is my prayer is that you truly repented and sought God's face.
Yeah.
And if there was room for restoration for your marriage,
Yeah.
you prioritized that first.
How many? My thing would be, how many people fell with you, and then how many are being restored with you?
That's a good question.
Because if none of them are being restored with you, you're doing this in vain.
That's a good question.
Because if they knew about it, which they did, more than likely,
Yeah.
and they went on with it, and they did this, and they did that, and you knew and they knew, and you both fell, but you were the one that got hit, and they just fell away, and you're not helping them be restored, you have no business going back into because now you stumbled them.
God's going to hold all that accountable.
Now you got to go get them before you do anything else. And you need to restore them. And if they're not willing to be restored, then you have no business. My life mission now is restoring y'all and helping you guys restore what I started.
100%.
That's what it has to be. That's how I see it. If they fell with you, are they rising with you? And if they're not coming up with you, then there's no point. Then it was all selfish. It was all pawns. That's all it was. And it wasn't. There was no personalization. There was no personal relationship. It was all what you could benefit for the music and not what you could benefit for the kingdom. If it was truly kingdom music.
That's that's I was gonna say no pun intended, but it was.
So
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
That's how I view it. So that's my last take on it.
That's a good take. I think we'll end it there.
Yeah.
Um, I know some guys. They even call themselves locally. Even call themselves Kingdom this and Kingdom that, and I'm like,
Good. You could have got a better name. No, come on.
nah.
bro.
I'm more like, man, like, well, then act like the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Why are we hearing weird rumors of you're trying to sleep around with all these girls and
Mhm.
you guys drink together like crazy and like all kinds of weird stuff? Yeah, bro. I'm like,
This is news to me.
and then, but you call yourselves believers. Now, I don't want to get into that debate of alcohol makes you sin. Blah, 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 blah. No, there's certain things. Have a beer with your dad and watch a football game. Okay, whatever. I get that.
Don't
but
have
I-
a beer in a strip club.
But yeah, there we go. Exactly.
We can't get back on the stripper thing, dog.
Talking about I love Jesus.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Bro. Someone, dog, that was such clickbait. Gabby's mom hit me. She's like, I saw you guys' podcast. I was like, which one? She's like, I don't know. You guys talk about strippers. I said, bro. I said, we weren't talking.
Oh, man. No, we weren't.
And then we weren't. She's like, no, I watched it. I get it now. She's like, but that had me like, what do you mean strippers? What are you guys talking about strippers? I was like, yeah, that was a good click one. That was a good clickbait one.
Well, fellas, if you're in the music industry,
Get out.
Get run.
Go.
Hey,
Get out.
the same thing happens even in the worship music industry.
Oh, I think it's worse.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's hidden because of the church, but it's worse 100 times. You know it.
I do.
So,
And not all of it, okay? I think there's some people out there that have a pure heart. I think there's some people out there that
yeah.
genuinely love God and they're
And you'll know it by the music.
exactly
Spirit of God hit
they're,
for different people.
They're drawing on His presence,
Mhm.
but you need to prioritize your relationship with God first.
Agreed.
If your marriage first. Your marriage is your first ministry,
Agreed.
your first discipleship, all that, and then it's the other thing that you're trying to do.
Agreed.
That's all.
That's it.
You know, we love you. We wish you well. If you guys have any comments or anything, go ahead.
Go crazy.
Leave them below, and
Yeah.
we'll get at you the next time.
Go crazy.
Peace.
I'm telling the world that I'm